Hello guys, I have 2 or 3 appointments to honor. I have finished taking care of stuff at home, changed my daughter's diaper, changed her clothes, brushed her teeth, got her ready for the day, fed her, made breakfast, fed her, she's all good. Mommy is also out in the living room feeding our baby boy, so now I have some time to run around. But in fact, let me start from here. You see, one of the things that struck me in awe and made me really impressed with this country when I arrived the first day is their level of organization, planning. Their level of organization, planning, and everything, order. I don't want you to get the impression that Canada is a perfect country. It's not. It has its own issues. In fact, one of these is I'm going to talk about some of the things that people complain about that could get better. I will talk about those. But there's so much about this country that is so impressive. When you come here the first few days, especially if you are from a developing country, you're going to be awed. A-W-E-D. You're just going to open your mouth and be like, wow. It is not as structurally smart like US. US is way ahead in infrastructure and so many areas. But Canada has so many things going right. You see, I live about 1 minute away from this place. In fact, I literally drove 1 minute from my house. And this is the second park, recreational park, I'm already meeting. Guys, take a look. Let me know if you can see it. You see, I am just 1 minute away from my house. And you can see the field, eh? Can you see the field? This is not even the first one, guys. Now, about 30 seconds away from my own house, there is a whole park designed for kids. Playground, not just a field. A playground with all the modern things you can think of, swing, slide, this and that. 30 seconds from my house. And as I drove further 30 seconds, I just met another park. I'm going for an appointment, so I'm not even going to be stopping at all of them, but I just want to speak about this. When I arrived in Canada and I got out of the airport and the taxi brought me home and I changed my clothes, met my new friends that I made in Canada, they said, okay, it's summertime. Make sure you go play some football before you start school next week. So we went out and we went to play football. I remember I took pictures there. I'm probably going to post those pictures once. The beauty of design, the thinking, the creativity that went into creating these parks. Almost every 1 to 2 kilometers apart. Almost every 1 to 2 kilometers, there is a recreational park for kids and families to go. Some of them are stocked with swimming pools. Some of them has way more facilities than other ones. Some are pretty basic. But the idea that within every 1 to 2 kilometers, there is a park. You can tell I'm driving, huh? I could stop and shoot. Look, let me just stop and shoot this one too. At least you can see it. This might not be a good location. Let me just turn around and then, okay, I'm still going to go. You're going to see the other side of it. You see, just look at how long I'm driving already, right? And I'm already stopping for another park. Somebody will say that this country has so much land, that's why they are able to do this. I don't think it's a strong argument enough. Because it's not about Canada. When you go to US, you find the same thing. When you go to England, UK, you find the same thing. London has so many parks. In fact, a website, a celebrity blogger by name Chris Vincent wrote a post about it, blogged about it on his website, GhanaCelebrities.com, talking about how many parks alone London has. London alone. Guys, let me just pull over here and show you this. Take a look at this. Guys, you notice I've been driving, huh? You know how long I drove to get here. Can you see this one? This is a whole park designed for kids living in this community within 1 kilometer to just come and play. This is one side of the park, huh? And you can tell there is a street in the middle. Now, on the other side as well, there is another stretch of park here. I'm going to go forward and then probably just pull over and zoom for you to see. But guys, my point here is not to mock Africa. I will never mock my country, my continent. I only have questions and I need answers. Questions that every critical person in the 21st century should be curious about, right? Questions that everybody should be interested in asking. Questions that everybody who is educated should be asking. If somebody has this, why can't we have it? Why can't we have it? Are we so much of low-class citizens in the world? Look at this, guys. This is a pool. This is a swimming pool. Nobody is even swimming. It's open. Nobody is. There are 2 of them. Can you see that, guys? 2 swimming pools right there. I remember when we were having our first child, our girl. My wife was about 6 months old, 6 months pregnant. We used to come here almost every day in the summer just to swim. She was pregnant, but we used to come here and swim. Look at this splash park. The splash pad. Basically, your kids can go there, play in the water, you know, sit here, have a picnic, you know, and it's all over. It's all over, right? It's all over. You see, this thing didn't come from prayers. This thing didn't come from fasting. This thing came from using our creative mind that God blessed us with. These things didn't come from nowhere. These things didn't come by wishing that things happen. These things didn't come by saying that what will be will be. How did these people get these things right? That kids can bike, they can be on their bicycle and just come here and have fun. How is this possible? Is the African not aware of this? Do we live in a completely different continent? Do we live in a completely different planet, I should say? Is this not possible? Like, look, you can tell these things are all available, but nobody is even there. You see? You can see it's there. Nobody is even here to enjoy those slides and swing and all of that. With chairs and everything. And you can tell parents, even adults, teenagers, 11, 12, 13, they are playing in a water splash. And there is a lot more. There is a lot more of these places. There is a lot more of these places. Let me just zoom back a little bit. Can you see this? Yeah? The water is running, oh. Now the same task where they collect, where they take do all this, so. You see? See how somebody they here within 2 kids, they enjoy them. Huh? Chairs, they far away. Somebody they sit far away. They take plans, they have ideas. And these things, you can tell how many minutes did I drive, guys? But look at how many of these I've showed you. I'm going to a different city for an appointment. I'm going to do my best to engage you guys while I get there. I'm going to try and get off and show you as many as possible within short distances for you to see this. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Some of you are here with a very toxic mind. You think anybody who makes videos showing you this, right, is doing that because they want you in South Africa. I'm not one of those guys. I'm never going to in South Africa. This is where my umbilical cords were buried. But I'm here to provoke thinking of the youth, so that you ask questions of your leaders. Ask them why they travel to all these countries and see this and sponsor their kids and take their kids to the UK, to US, everywhere, so they can enjoy all of this. And they leave you in places like this to struggle. Guys, those of you from Ghana, Accra, let me tell you my experience when I was growing up. When I was in my yeah, they will sell all the land, though. These people, our leaders, they will sell all the land. They will never leave land where go make the next Stephen Appiah, the next Sulemuntari, the next name them JJ Okocha, the next Agahoa, the next name all of them. They will never leave land where go make these young guys to even go and have their creative skills utilized. Some of you parents cannot even take your kids out because there's nowhere to take them to. There is nowhere. But guys, look at it. Across this place, they are playing rugby. They are playing cricket. They are playing everything there. And then on the other side, there is a pool for you to hone your swimming skills. There is a place for my young, look, when you see my girl, who is just 21 months old, play in the water, and she's so excited, go down the swing and she's so excited, you ask yourself, if these things could have been done in Africa. I say yes, we can even do better than them. I've never been to China, but I guess the Chinese are thinking smart and doing all of this. You see, these things are not done by individual people. They are not. These things require heavy investment. It is not done by the citizens. When I say citizens, it's not done by the ordinary person. It is the job of a leader to think creatively and think smart and put all these things in place, even when the people cannot even see it, even when the people cannot dream it, even when the people cannot even imagine it. It's the job of a leader to creatively bring these things to life. That's the reason why we are paying them more money than anything, giving them all the per diems and all the allowances and the private jets. When I was in junior high school and primary school, you see, poverty sometimes cannot even make you think that certain things are possible. Huh? We have a certain day, which is the last day of vacation, the day that we go to school and they send all of us home for a long. In Ghana, we call it our day. Those of you from Ghana watching, you know what I mean, our day, huh? I was in Choko Presby Primary School. That was where I did my primary education. Choko Presby Primary School. That's why I did my education. And then from there, I went to Kolegono 3 JSS, located in Mamprobi, near Choko. That is why I did both my primary and my junior high school. During our day, the very last day before they sent us home, guys, we used to finish all our celebration, eat our food, drink our Fanta, our Coke, wear our funny hair, celebrate, play music, dance to it. And some of us will go to a nearby park. We used to go to this very one in Mamprobi called Indafak Park. Indafak Park. It's very close to Kolebu, not too far from the Mamprobi post office. We used to go there. It was a Sakura park, huh? Meaning that a park with no green grass, just desert brown. But we were so excited to just go there and go and play. Kids, young as we were. And these Okada drivers or motorbikers will come, rent their motor to us for a small amount. We will ride around it for some few meters and they will charge us money just for riding it. They will teach us how to ride. We did all kind of things to have fun. You see, around that time, I didn't even know it was possible for me to go to a popular park we have in Accra called the, what is the name of that park? It's in Accra. What's the name? Children's Park. Children's Park. I used to think that it was only meant or designed for rich people. And because I was so poor, I never even dreamt of going there. I think I've been there once since I was a child. And even that one, I felt so excluded, because when I saw the caliber of people there, I felt that I didn't deserve to be there. God forgive me for thinking like that about myself. But my point for bringing all these things is this. As a child, I couldn't imagine going to a nearby park, furnished with a state-of-the-art swimming pool, slide, everything you can imagine. All the things you see on YouTube with all these white people children enjoying. I couldn't imagine. Guys, it's not because they have too much land, though. It's not because they don't know what to do with their land, though. But leaders that they have in place, they are smart people. They are not corrupt people. Even if they are corrupt, they are not as toxically corrupt, dissipating funds carelessly like our African leaders do. They think smart, they plan, they design things on paper, they execute things, they watch what other countries are doing best, and they learn them and they get all of these things done. How come we cannot get these things right in Africa? The problem is not about the people who are building houses everywhere. The problem is not about the citizens who are destroying the parks. The problem is the leader who is sleeping on the job and not making sure the right things are done. It is not a problem of a person building illegally. It is the problem of the city enforcer who is sleeping and watching people build without enforcing the laws. The problem is not that people are building in parks as citizens. The problem is that incompetent leader who sleeps and watches things to happen and says, "Now you will do one." Leadership acts. Leadership is decisive. Leadership gets things right. Leadership gets the citizens to obey. Leadership enforces using the law that he has. You have the power to arrest. You have the power to discipline people. You have the power to send people to jail. You have the power to issue fines. You have the power to make things happen. You have the power to impose fines. What is our excuse? What is our excuse? What is our excuse? What is our excuse? That these people, every 1 minute, every 1 kilometer, every 2 kilometers, they have something there thinking about their families. Today, I'm asking you, Africa, tell me, I have been out of Africa for at least, the last time I was there was in 2016, when I came to get married. But I want you to tell me, if you are in Ghana, how many parks do we have in Ghana? How many public recreational parks do we have in the entire country of Ghana? Tell me, if you know this, put it on. I understand the Accra Children's Park, which used to be the place that we all used to go and have fun, has gathered for you to go and kick football and know that you can go and kick football and practice. For you to go and play basketball and know that you can go and practice. Do we have places like this? Do we have places like this? We are building without thinking. And all of this is because the leaders are sleeping on their jobs. In fact, the problem has never been the citizens. The problem has been useless leadership that we have in place. Corrupt leaderships. I went to University of Ghana. And I couldn't think about the fact, I couldn't come to terms with the fact that the entire University of Ghana does not have public accessible places for people with disabilities. People with wheelchair have to climb stairs with their wheelchair. Craziness. My goodness. What kind of intellectuals are we? What kind of countries are we? That people with disability, we don't even care about them. These people care about humanity so much that they have passport for their pets. Can you imagine that? My tenant, I have a tenant where I live, she's on top of me. She has a passport for her doggy. She has a Canadian passport for her doggy. Doggy has passport. That is how much people care about their own. A whole University of Ghana. It is just recently that the Kwafu Hall, one of the residences, started creating accessible space for people with disability to be able to use when they are entering the hall. The entire University of Ghana. And you ask yourself, what kind of thinking goes into architectural designs? How? How did we get here? How do we get here? How did we get here? Are we so bankrupt in our thinking? Are we so bankrupt in even learning and copying and watching what some people have already done? Some of the things that we need to do in Africa, we don't even need to think, they have already been done. We just need to go and copy and come and bring it down. That one self, we know they do. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? When I get down to where I'm getting down to, I'm going to get time and film some of these sparks for you. And when you look it, don't just be sad for your country. Be sad and be angry about the people we have in power. And be angry about yourself for not holding them accountable. Be disappointed in yourself that you are not even demanding of them to do more than they are doing. We need to be really mad about leadership. We are getting a raw deal. We are getting a raw deal. We are getting knee-jerk stuff. We are getting cheated. We are getting shortchanged every now and then. Every single day we have a daylight. We are getting robbed by the day. Every single day the day comes, we are getting robbed the more. The African leader is so smart, He's so wicked and so smart. He will pretend to take 1 step forward and 1,000 steps back. Quote me on this. The African leader will take 1 step forward and 1,000 steps back. He's going to do one good thing in Ghana, which is not even the best. And he will get you to applaud him. It's called propaganda. And he will end up doing everything the negative way. The leader in Nigeria, he's going to pretend to do one thing right and get every other thing wrong and destroy them all. What kind of leadership have we got for ourselves? Everything rises and falls on leadership. The ordinary man did not build the paths. The ordinary man did not design the fields. The ordinary man had no idea how to even get them done. It takes leadership to get things right. It takes leadership to think and be ahead of the people. It is serious, my guy. So when we say the system works, we are not insulting, Some people will do it and insult me. I won't insult. But I will just get you thinking. Because if this planet is the same place that God put us, then we have no excuse for settling for less. We have no excuse for settling for less. It is a shame to settle for less when others are having it all and they are living in the same world. It is a shame to breathe the same oxygen, and then others are having everything for paying the same taxes, and we just get everything the opposite. It is a shame to beg to live. It is a shame to plead with your life and pray that the grace of God carries you. Many of us who live in Africa, it's not by anything that we are living. It's not by government intervention. Now by grace, where we take leave. Now by grace. Some of you are living on all kind of grace. You don't even have health insurance. You know the fall sick. Now grace, because the day where you go happy, the day where sickness will catch you, the day where something serious will happen, now the day where you go no say you have never been in a country that is functional. We are pretending to be countries. We are not. Countries are properly run. Countries are organized like businesses. Countries have people who think from a business perspective. Countries have technocrats first before politicians. Countries have people who are acting and people are trained and have credentials for all of this. You see, let me show you this. This is a beggar. Watch this, guys. This is a beggar. He's begging. Okay? I just got hooked up because I was slowing and impeding traffic. He did the right thing by honking at me. I shouldn't have slowed down, but I just wanted you to film that. You see, you just saw a white man standing out. He was holding a sign asking for alms. In other words, he was asking for people to give him money. Look, this place is not perfect. I was surprised when I saw a homeless person here because I didn't understand how somebody could be homeless. But there are many reasons why people become homeless. I will talk about that when I get to some of the things that you see when you go overseas. I'm not going to tell you this place is heaven, but I'm going to tell you that you can succeed in countries that are functional, countries that have everything right, countries that I can go on and on and on and on. I have arrived in a city I want to arrive at. My appointment is going to come in the next few minutes, but I'm going to be making stops for you to see the parks that are along the way. And when you see them, be angry for two reasons. Be angry about the shameless people calling themselves leaders who are running the country. And the second thing I want you to be angry about is to be angry about yourself. Why? We are the ones who have entertained them to get to this point. See, in Ghana, the leaders were thinking funny recently. You know what they were thinking? They were thinking of paying. In fact, they were paying. They were paying their wives and concubines salaries and allowance without us knowing. Meanwhile, when we voted for them, we did not vote for their concubines and wives. So now the president and his people who we vote for. But you know what they've done? They've been drawing money and allowances for their wives. But when the people said no and they started commenting, see this place where I did. I'll come back to that conversation. I just made it stop. Can you see the park? Nobody they play on Amo. Nobody is playing it. Nobody. See how clean it is. It's even better than Accra Sports Stadium, I can tell. The grass is even greener than Accra Sports Stadium. Can you see that? This is a park, but nobody is playing on it. This is a community park. Nobody. Just watch how long it's going to take me to show you the next one. I want you to carefully watch this. Nobody. They have designed a place for people to walk. You see that guy walking? In Africa, we know they think like this. We go design place. Put everything in one place. Put everything in one place. Humans and dogs and animals, cars will be sharing the same place. How? What kind of thinking? I said be angry for two reasons. Yourself for entertaining them to this point. If everybody is seriously talking about things the way I'm doing, you can tell what is going to happen in Africa. They are not going to take you for granted. They are going to know that you are smart enough to know when they are taking you for granted. But when you and I go online and all we do is comedy, go and watch all the comedy things, drama and laugh and put emoji and make fun and make TikTok videos and laugh. How serious are we as a people? How serious are we as a people? When everything is now a matter of joke. When serious conversations are being turned to joke and we laugh over it and 24 hours we flash our memory of it. How serious are we as a youth? They know we are going to sleep over it. They know we are going to sleep and just forget it tomorrow. No wonder some of them say we have short memories. You know, let's prove to them that we are serious guys who are 20 years and 25 and 30 years and we want to have serious conversations to guide this continent moving forward. It takes serious conversations to get things to happen. I was saying, In the last few days, there was a big political discussion in Ghana. And it was about our leaders and our... They basically said they want to start paying their wives salaries and allowances. And it turns out that they have actually been paying them all this while, just that they did not formalize it, but they've been paying them. So now they wanted to take it to parliament and get it formalized in law. The people of Ghana said for the where. It went on social media. People were bashing the government. People were bashing the government. As I'm speaking to you today, that demonic thievery has been reversed. You know why it's been reversed? Because when citizens are asking the right questions and threatening with the right actions, the right language, the right energy, and doing less of jokes and comedies and getting serious, things get done. Things get done. Some of us today, we must be ashamed of ourselves for not even holding our leaders accountable. We've turned everything into emojis for laughter. We've turned everything into jokes of the century. Just so we can get clicks and likes. I will never post things for the sake of jokes. When I come here, it's serious conversation. I have been serious from the day I realized I was born into a poor world. I have been serious from that day when I became conscious. And I hope you take this thing serious too. We need you. We need you. We need you. We need you. I have passed about 3 parks. I just didn't stop at them. But I'm going to go through the light and I'm going to start filming some lights, some places for you to see. It's serious. How do these guys get things right? How do they? Do we ever have potholes in developed countries like Canada? Yes, we do. We do get potholes. Some of the roads get bad because of their bad weather. Winter, they have to push snow on the road, salt on the road to keep the road clear. And some of these things affect the road. But I can tell you this for sure. Their potholes are not gullies and manholes. Their potholes are not manholes that kill people. Their potholes get fixed in no time. Their roads are better. Their roads get fixed. They have a strong maintenance culture. They get things done. They have a strong maintenance culture. They get things done. Look at this. Just look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Beauty. Can you see that? This is a different one, though. I'm in a different situ. But on the same. Can you see this? I brought my daughter here about a week ago. She was playing like this young girl who is going around enjoying the water, splashing. Somebody playing with the dog. Look at this. How did we get here? I'm going to go into it and you're going to see. See, they have a washroom built where you can take shower. They have a place built where you can go in and change your clothes. They have a place where you can go and do yourself well. You know what they mean by that? I was in Ibadan. And when I was connecting from Ibadan to Ikeja, I made a stop. I made a stop at Ojota. There is a place, if I pronounce the name right, Ojota. And I couldn't even find a place to take a piss. I was walking around and asking, I'm pressed, where do I go? A young man from who was standing by the road, a Nigerian guy, he said, okay, come here. And look at the park. Just look at this park. Nobody's even playing. Look at the park. What? Look at the park. Look at the park. All this with swimming and everything in place. How did these people design all of this? Far away, you will see people playing on the other side. There are 2 parks here. There is another one on the far side. You actually see people playing there. How did this play? I'm going to get closer and you can tell. Guys, let me finish that story when I was in Ibadan. I was so disappointed. I was from Ibadan. The traffic on that road when I was coming, maybe I came at the wrong time. It was around Sanla. The Islamic festival of Sanla. The traffic, that was when I saw the difference between Ghana traffic and Niger traffic. I don't even like comparing these 2 countries because we are not all, we are mediocre countries. But look, can you see this guy? Maintenance culture. Watch out, what did this guy they do? You see maintenance culture? Watch out, nobody they play. In there here they mow the park, they make them nice. That's his job, and he'll get it done. That's his job. He's going to keep this park looking nice and clean. You come in the afternoon, you come and play a ball, and you go away. How can this country not produce Alfonso Davis, that Liberian refugee who came to Ghana, and the parents managed to get refugee status to come to Canada? Did you realize that guy, when he came here, in no time, he's already playing for Bayern Munich? But put that same guy in Liberia, put that same guy in Ghana, Bujumbura camp in Ghana, and see whether he will be able to practice and get the place to harness his talent. In no time, when this guy came here, look at how he's grown in no time. Today, he's one of the best left backs in the whole world. Alfonso Davis. Afonso Davies. That guy was a refugee from Liberia. His family moved to Ghana, and from Ghana they applied for asylum to move to Canada. And from here, the guy just started playing and playing and playing and playing and playing. Today, look at him. When you live in serious countries, you can become anything you want to. Guys, let me still finish that conversation. So, I spoke to this gentleman who was standing. The place is Ojota. Did I pronounce the name right? Let me know. Ojota in Lagos somewhere. I asked this guy, can I get a place to make myself fine? I want to pace. He said, okay, give me 1 second. He grabbed a gallon. He grabbed a gallon. And he gave me the gallon. I was wearing a suit by that time. And he basically told me to turn my back to the wall and pace inside the gallon. Well, I was really shy. But I was so pressed and I didn't know where to go. And I was a foreigner in this country called Nigeria. I had just come to do a business presentation. So I took the gallon, turned my back out of shame, and I pissed inside the gallon. I gave it back to the guy, thinking that he was going to show me where to, you know. I gave it back to him. When I finished, guys, this one is very hilarious. Listen to it. I said, thank you, God. God bless you. You know what he said? 100 naira. Meaning that one that I did even in the gallon was not free. He was charging me. Dude had just created a job for himself. Within split seconds, I love my Nigerian brothers. Within split seconds, that guy created a urinal in a gallon and took money from me. I'll never forget this story. Right from there, I got into a car, and from there, I got into a Marua, and then from the Marua, I went to Ikeja to go to my host who was hosting me there. But anyway, that's just a lighter one there. It's so pathetic. We don't even have places where we can go and ease ourselves. It's as if when we create, all that we create is just to put food in our stomach. We just don't think beyond that. And it's a shame. Guys, it's a shame. Look at the beauty of this park. Look at how similar it is to the other one. You can see somebody with a maintenance job maintaining the field. We cannot even maintain the national stadium in Ghana called Accra Sports Stadium, now Ohinijan Stadium. We can't even maintain it. You go and look at the color of that field and it looks yellowish, as if it has caught jaundice. What is wrong with us? We cannot even clean the chair, and yet we have all the institutions in place. We have National Sports Council. We have this, we have that. People with masters and PhD. People who are drawing salaries, who are supposed to know better. And all these people are part of the problem because the citizens are not angry enough. The citizens are not angry enough. Beautiful parking lot. How can you be in a country like this and your children will not succeed? Tell me. How can you be in a country like this and a footballer, if somebody who is gifted with the leg, will not succeed? How can you be in a country like this and you will not become a basketball player? Those of you who have been hustling to try and show your talent and hone your talent in football and basketball, I love my Nigerian brothers for this. They are hustling even when there is no field. They are still dunking and doing their things. And they are getting scouted and scouted and scouted. God bless you guys for not giving up. But it's a shame. It's a shame that many NBA players, future stars, will not be born out of Africa because of these problems. It's a shame that many people who can swim and go to Olympic Games are not able to do this because of our problems. It's a shame that many people who should be kicking football and basketball and handball and volleyball cannot do this because there is no facility to practice. It's a shame. It's a shame. Shame on all of us. Shame on our leaders. Number one, shame on our leaders. Shame on anybody who is in power. Shame on anybody who has a PhD and is wearing suit and speaking big grammar. Judgment Day, we will see you. If we don't deal with you here, we will deal with you in Judgment Day. We'll all make sure we put cane in kerosene and slash you well before we let you go into hell. What kind of wickedness is this? How do you tell us you've gone to school and you've been trained, we should give you power, and then when you come, you take us for granted? Is that not wickedness? Is that not worse than racism? Is that not worse than colonialism? When you do this to your own people? Is that not worse? Is that not wickedness? Is that not worse than what a foreigner did to you some time back? That you are the one doing it to your own people. How do you call that? If that is not witchcraft and wickedness, how do you call that? How do you call that? I'm asking you, how do you call that? That you decorate yourself with all the political jargons and titles, and you come in and wear titles and you want to drive the 4x4s, big cars. Oga, when you come, everybody must bow for you. The siren must make noise because of you. You don't even know and you don't even understand leadership. That the smartest and the greatest people are not even people with titles. Go and see Mark Zuckerberg. Now coat way that guy they well. Now t-shirt way they well. Smart people who are great people, they don't even show off. They don't even ask to be caught by titles. Smart people don't even beg for titles. They don't even beg for accolades. The greatest of people are the most humblest. They are not people parading in big cars and mansions. They are people who understand life, that the greatest of gift in life is to be simple. What is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? That our youth today, they've succeeded in turning all of us into memes and jokers, and everybody wants to be on TikTok to create a funny video to go viral. What is wrong with us? No wonder everybody now is going into entertainment, because that is where everybody is going now. I'm not saying there is something wrong with entertainment, but you see, the kind of direction we are heading now is so dangerous. That everything is all about what? Funny things now. No serious conversations. No serious conversations. These videos are not the ones that are going to go viral. These videos that I'm making, they are not the ones that are going to go viral. The ones that are going to go viral are the ones that make people laugh and laugh and laugh, and forget about the stealing of the politician. Those are the videos. Look at another one. Just the same place. Look at another one. Just the same place. The same place. So how many minutes have I gone? And you can tell that nobody is even on them. You can tell nobody is even here. Nobody. Somebody is walking the dog. Dogs even are eligible for passports here. See swimming pool. Oh. See swimming pool. See swimming pool. They put trash can there. People can put their trash. See swimming pool. That if you live in a and this is not even a big city, oh, my brothers and sisters, where I am coming from, where I am right now, it's not even Toronto. I don't live in Toronto. I'm about 1 hour away from Toronto. So this is not like a big city where you can say that, you know what, these people, they are doing all of this because it's a big city. No, this is a very small city where I live. My city is very, very small. But how do they get things like this in place? See, how do they get things like this in place? Good. Watch this. How do they get all this? There is nobody here, but look at it. That those people sitting there, they are lifeguards. So watch the back of their shirt. Guys, watch it. Lifeguard. 4 of them. 1 guy and 3 ladies. What are they waiting for? To rescue those who could maybe drowning. You see? Your own beaches where they there. Lifeguards have no day. Shame on us. Shame on us. Shame on us. We will sell our beaches for people to buy land and build around all those places. On holidays, people will go there and swim. There will be no lifeguard, and they will die and float like fishes on the ocean. Shame on us. Shame on us. Shame on us. Shame on us for disgracing the continent that has everything. Shame on us. Shame on us that a continent that enjoys summer every year 24/7. Shame on us that these people only have 3 months of summer. They make things right. Shame on us. Shame on us. God knows why he didn't give you a night. Snow. Because we will not be able to handle this. Even water where they rain where they rain self, we know they handle them well. Common rain when they rain, we know they handle them well. Common rain, if it fall for Accra, people go to die. When let it rain for 2 hours right now in Accra, Ghana, people will float like chicken on a river, on lake. You cannot handle this. You see why God did not even give you snow? You cannot even handle gutters. You leaders cannot even plan and create modern gutters that are underground. Here, there are gutters everywhere, but you don't even see it. They are all hidden under the streets. How? How? You come to Ghana, a gutter is so big as if it is the one that Moses used to cross the Israelites. That big one like that in the middle of the ocean. How? And it will be so open with all kind of wonders going inside it. How? People will go and defecate in it because our leaders are so reckless with their thinking. How? How? Aren't we angry enough? Aren't we angry enough? I have seen some political people already following my page. And I don't care. I'm going to spit it as hot as it is. And I hope you'll be all ashamed for drawing money and doing nothing. Ashamed of yourself. Whichever family members of yours is enjoying this money, they will pay for it one day. They will pay for it one day. All the cronies you are blessing with all these monies you are stealing, you face the consequences of it one day. The people will have enough, but one day they will rise. The people will rise up. When there is a mental revolution, when people get to rise up, that is when you know that we have power as a people. That is when you know. You've taken us for granted. Let me stop at another one. I can keep stopping and stopping. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Another one, oh. Look at this. Huh? Why won't your children succeed here? Why won't your children succeed here? Guys, tell me. Why won't your children succeed in countries like this? Where they have more field than anything. When they have more field than anything. When they have more field than anything. Why won't your children succeed, guys? Why won't they succeed? You see the difference? When we say the system works, now this is what we talk about. This is what we are talking about, guys. When we say the system works, this is what we are talking about, guys. Enough of my videos. Let's get serious. When we say the system works in developed countries, this is it. The beauty of order, the beauty of planning, the beauty of thinking when the citizens are sleeping and leaders are planning and brainstorming. China was doing this when their citizens are sleeping. Singapore was doing it when their citizens were sleeping. This is it. Right? They make you feel that you are the one responsible. No, I don't believe the citizens are the one who bring change. I believe the leaders are the one who lead and follow and make the people follow. Look at this. How many minutes have I driven, guys? How many minutes have I already? How many have you seen so far? And yet this is not even a big city. This is a small city. Oh. It's not the likes of Toronto. It's not Edmonton. And Canada is not even the standard of these days. The US has more than this. The US is even known for having more infrastructure than this. But you see how things work? Do you see why our kids today are going into drugs? Because they have nowhere to go to. Do you see why our kids will go to cafe and go and do Yahoo? And Sakawa and fraud? They have nowhere to go to. So they'll go sit behind a computer and not doing anything but putting their skills to good use. Do you see why our kids are now doing super bet and all the betting? Because when the country is so messed up, the future of the youth, the future leaders are in serious jeopardy. Alright, I hope you share these videos. And I hope we all make it a point to promote serious things like this and serious conversations like this. And reduce our joviality and jovial attitude towards everything. Let's get serious. Imagine if all of us are doing this. What do you think will happen to the continent? Before they come to you with a piece of soap to get your vote, they will think twice. Before they come to you and tell you to vote for somebody because of his tribe, they will think twice. Before they come to you and go and tell you to vote for somebody because of his religion, they will think twice. Let's prove to our African leaders that we are no longer fools. We are not stooges. We cannot be used. Let's prove to them that we are smart enough to know through social media that we deserve all of these things. Now, this same planet where God put us. Let me go for my appointment. I'll connect with you guys again. Like my videos, share my videos, comment on them, share them, and begin your own conversation. Start. You don't have to wait to be me. Start your own conversations on your pages. Let's get this fire and virality going on. Start on your own page. Share. It will go. Talk about some of the things in your community. Talk about them. Use the power of social media. Reduce the time for listening to all those musicians you have been following without having a music career ambition. Reduce. Reduce and let's get serious. When the African youth is serious, the leader will not sleep. God bless you. See you again.